this on. Then we'll go up to the toilet and then we can have some breakfast, can't we? Ooh. Get your arm in. That's the way.
Where's my daddy?
He's a long, long way away. He's at work and he'll be back soon. Are you going to help me find my slippers? Hmm? Come on, let's have a look. Where can they be? Where can they be? I can see your slippers. You can get them on.
Calling Netherly and John Peters. You there, John? Well, a very special message for you. A happy birthday from your loving wife, Pam, and from your kids, Josie and Tracy. A lovely card to me, for you.
Another early bird.
Me?
Oh, we don't usually see you at this time.
Oh, I want to get in the salon handy today. It's going to be chocker. Might be able to do some more cutting if I ask one of the stylists.
Still enjoying your job?
Yeah. Well, the boss is away.
Oh, while the cat's away. Mind you, it's got a good reputation, that salon. Should learn a lot there. Is he a good teacher?
That's right.
Is the bathroom free?
Yeah, if my dad's not in there, but I haven't seen him.
Right. Come on, let's go and get washed.
Oh, God!
Do you want to switch that off, Linda?
What for?
Well, we don't advertise the fact, do we?
Oh, you're ashamed of me now, are you?
Of course I'm not.
Well, give us a kiss then.
All right.
Do you want a lift in?
No, it's all right. I'll go in my own car.
Oh, great. You can follow me to that new cafe then. Honestly, Billy, wait till you see the breakfast. 70p a lot, toast and coffee. That'll build up your strength.
It will, yeah. Won't be a minute. No, it's all right, sir. Don't come in.
Why not?
Won't be a minute. Just hang on there, eh?
Hurry up, love. James, come on, hurry up or we won't have time for breakfast.
Shut the door, will you?
Oh, come on, hurry up. The place will be full of line drivers if we don't...
Hey, Tracy, do some toast.
Bathroom's free.
Hiya.
All right. Spilled some milk on my keks.
Have you just come home?
Yeah, we had a bit of a late night, didn't we, love?
Late night. It's nearly 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, we went on to this club, and then after that we went back to this mate's and had a drink and a game of cards and that.
Until this time.
Yeah, well, better get changed. Excuse me.
Tell your dad I'll wait in the car.
Who does he think he's kidding?
Excuse us.
You're up early? Or are you sleepwalking?
I couldn't sleep. Worrying about what they're going to say at the clinic this morning.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
I wish I was.
It's still extremely rare.
I know, but
There isn't anything you haven't told us about.
what's that meant to mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I know you've been careful. Do you feel all right?
Fine. It's just this damn cold. I've never had one for so long.
Look, do you want me to come with you?
Thanks, Dad. I'll go on my own.
Well, your mother's in court this morning if you want her to drop you in town.
It's all right. I'll make my own way.
You will ring?
Yep. I'll ring.
Good luck, son.
Yes. Jimmy, I don't want any. No. Well, if he'd stop talking a minute, I'd get him. Hold on, I think he's coming. Billy, Jimmy's on the phone.
Tell him I'll ring him tonight, yeah?
I'm sorry he couldn't stop. He'll ring you tonight. Charming.
Could you give me a lift?
We can still catch him.
It's obvious he doesn't want to talk to us this morning.
What's he seeing there, eh?
Oh, what do you think? And he's embarrassed because we caught them.
I'll go and get Claire dressed.
Why does he have to pick her, eh? The first woman he looks at since my mum and he starts that.
Well, he might not be.
Oh, were you stupid? They wouldn't stay out all night, would they, if there was nothing going on?
Look, keep it down, will you?
Yeah, well, it's true.
Look, he thought that between him and Kathy. There was nothing going on between them.
Yeah, well, like Kathy. Lynn's just odd for his bitch.
Shh. Yeah, it's getting like a blooming refugee camp, this place. If he gets stuck on that Linda, she'll be moving in next.
Yeah, well, if she moves in, I'm moving out, okay? Try.
See ya.
I've put yours to one side. It's here.
Oh, Billy, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you, honest.
Yeah, well, I did say I didn't want to advertise the fact.
Well, we are over 21.
Yeah, and I told you the kids are still upset about the man. I don't want to look like, you know...
Oh, like you're enjoying yourself, you mean?
Something like that, yeah. I don't want to upset them. I want us to be, you know, a little discreet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I. Hey, that's not being discreet now, is it?
Okay, I'll see you tonight then, eh?
All right.
And, Billy, I'll do you something really special to make up for that breakfast we missed, eh?
Great.
Who's this, I wonder?
Hiya, stranger.
How are you?
Should have been me asking you that.
Hello, Claire. How you doing?
Well, what's it like camping out here then? Oh, if it's that bad, I can give you a chance to get out. Keep fit class at the Institute. Do you fancy it? Only 50p.
What about Madam?
Well, she can come along, can't you, Claire? Watch me and your mum shaking it all about.
Fancy a cup of tea first?
Yeah, all right, come on. Tell us how you're getting on.
Nine was 4. Hi, John. Hi. You're coming home tomorrow? Oh, that's great. Uh-huh. Who? Who are you bringing?
I just feel as if Rod and Tracy must really resent me being here. Billy's all right, does his best to make us feel welcome.
Oh, he's a smashing bloke. He was really good to me.
It's just the kids. They're either sloping off upstairs and making me feel like I should be sitting in the extension.
So it takes some getting used to not having your own place.
They're even worse, you know. Since he brought his girlfriend home, they hate her.
Oh, don't talk to me about her. She, when I think of the time I wasted when I was here, and the kids didn't even hate me.
You're not still serious about this, are you?
Too right I am. When I think of me, soft peddling, biding my time, playing it easy, thinking it might be too soon after Doreen. Oh, how many times has he seen this, Linda?
Quite a lot, really.
Has he? Well, I'm not having that cow running after him. We'll see about that.
Gordon? Where the hell have you been? You said you'd phone. Your mother's already rung me twice. Well? For heaven's sake.
I'm clear.
Oh.
All those hours waiting, I really convinced myself.
Why didn't you phone?
I went to see Brian Lawrence.
What? What'd you go and see him for? Didn't you realise I'd be worried, both of us?
He asked me to call in today about the salesman's job.
Are you prepared to work for him?
Why not?
Well, don't you think... Well, couldn't you do better than that?
Job's a job, Dad. I mean, what other luck have I had to date? And he is a friend of Mum's, so I'm sure the interview will be a formality.
So you don't need to try, you mean?
No, I don't mean that. It's good of Mum to put the word in for me.
Yeah, hardly proper. Touting to a fella JP to get her own son a job.
You don't like him, do you?
Oh, it's not a case of that.
No, you don't like him because he's an ordinary, working-class bloke that's made good. Not the sort of guy Mum should be friendly with.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He's a very successful businessman.
Just comes from the wrong part of town, eh?
All right, Gordon. As you say, a job's a job.
Yes, it is. And it's what I need. These last few days, you know, hoping and hoping the test would be negative. Well, I promised myself that if I was clear, then it'd be a completely fresh start. Forget Chris. Forget most of the friends we had. A whole new start. Okay, so it might be flogging second-hand cars, but it is at least a positive step in a different direction.
Well, I'm not sorry to hear that, at any rate. When you have your interview?
Got to go back this afternoon. I'll have to press my suit. It's definitely a collar and tie job.
Well, before you do that, will you give your mother a ring? She'll be waiting for a call.
Okay.
And, I don't know whether it's the right thing to say about these tests, but... Congratulations.
I've left it too late. I'm going to be as stiff as a board in the morning.
Me too. At least I think I've lost a few ounces.
Are you back on your diet?
Too right. The minute I heard about her... Hey, look, this Linda. What sort of build is she?
Not again.
Come on.
Oh, normal, I suppose.
Oh, come on, what do you mean normal? Wait, is she thinner than me?
I've hardly seen her, Kath. Get some toys out.
Oh, come on, she don't want me about. Wait, is she thinner, what?
It's not quite nice of her, yeah.
What about clothes?
She dresses really well.
It's not funny.
You're not not really serious about this, are you?
Oh, I've missed me chance. I can't let him waltz off with the first thing in a skirt he claps eyes on.
Look, I know you're disappointed, love, but how are you going to stop him?
I'll ask him out.
What if he says no?
He won't. I'll ask him and Linda and Jimmy. Or he'll think I'm asking Jimmy out.
Can you say that again?
Just you wait and see.
Sue? Oh, what are you doing? It's my ring. I've lost it. Terry'll go mad.
You think it's in there?
Well, it's the only place it can be after last night's tea. Well, I only missed it this morning. I've had to take the afternoon off work to try and look for it. It's not funny. What am I going to say to Terry?
I don't think I'd say anything.
Oh, thank God for that. Where was it?
It was on the bathroom window ledge. I should have phoned you at work, I guess. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, I'm sorry I was so horrible to you, but, you know, after getting Terry to change it and then losing it.
Now you know it's safe.
Yeah.
You have the afternoon off work?
Yeah?
So have I. How do you feel about helping get this place fixed up for John?
Well, he's coming back today.
He's due tomorrow. Can you help?
Well, yeah. Well, we'll get this lot put back for start.
Hey. And are you and Terry free for dinner tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You speak German?
Me? No, good God.
He's bringing some Hamburg guy home. He wants a dinner party for him here.
Well, doesn't he speak any English?
I don't know. I didn't have a chance to ask John. But you can make it, yeah?
Yeah. Why not?
Have you done with driving?
Not since I was in France, no.
You ever driven one of these?
No.
Well, we'll sort that out. Selling cars isn't easy. If you're not enthusiastic about the product, well, you're not going to get a punt as a part of this out in cash. Which brings me nicely onto credit. I don't see many of our clients paying with either dirty fives or even checks. Which is why I linked up with these people, finance brokers.
HP?
Well, don't knock it. Most cars these days are bought on a never, never. I'll take you for the drink with their local man. I mean, you'll have to get to know him if you're going to unload this lot.
Right.
And then I think I'll sit you down for a couple of hours with Bernie. He's the chief salesman here. He's been flogging cars since you were in short pants. Right, read those and bone up on that. Get to know the prices backwards. Right, how'd you like to take me for the test run now?
Yeah, great.
Okay. If you can make a go of it in 6 weeks, Gordon, you've got a job. Agreed?
Agreed.
If not,
Jimmy, he's not here. Right, now do you want to speak to Rod? Oh.
I know him. I don't even want to hear about it.
Yes, I'll tell him it's urgent, yeah. All right, yeah. All right, Jimmy, bye.
Is he selling something?
He just wants a word with your dad.
Oh. Hope he's not bringing any knockoff round here. Well, that'll be Kirsty, that.
Hey, bring her in. I haven't seen her for ages.
Yeah, well, we're going upstairs, like.
See what I mean?
Is there something on his mind?
Like that.
How would I know?
Just gone upstairs. Right, okay, then. All right, see you later, then. See you later. All right, Kat, how's it going? You okay?
Yes, great. Great. You're not doing so bad yourself, I heard.
Yeah.
Bit luckier in your love life than me.
Not bad. See anything about Jimmy, have you?
No.
Thought you two would have patched it up by now, anyway.
Nah. The thing is, Billy, it's getting in touch again. You know, see, it'd be better if we had something definite to do together. So I was wondering if you and your new girl would like to come out with me and Jimmy, like a foursome, you know.
Would that make it easier, like?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when?
About next Monday night. We could go for a meal. You know that new Indian? About 7 o'clock.
Yeah, all right, I'm game, yeah.
I'll ring Jimmy and you sort it out with Linda, okay?
Fair enough.
Your Jimmy's been on the phone again.
Look, do you want me to ring him?
No. I'll say you asked me to ask him. It'll be better for me, yeah?
I don't mind. Saves me having to phone about knockoff tellies or whatever he's selling. Anyway, I better get changed.
See? Hook, line and sinker.
How are you going to explain this to Jimmy?
I'm not just... He's not going to know anything about it.
Ah.
Do you get it now?
Well, I really enjoyed it. It's great to be back behind the wheel again.
Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, eh?
Okay, fine, thanks. Oh, Mr. Lawrence, Mum asked me if you...
Brian will do, I think, eh?
Oh, okay. Mum asked me if you could service her car on Wednesday. Do you think you can fit her in?
Yeah, no problem. Tell her to bring it in early. It'll be like new when we finish with it.
Okay,
See you, God.
thanks. Bye-bye.
Oh, I wish I had something decent to put on.
Seduction over the sausage and chips, eh? Billy, I've asked Kath to stay for tea. Is that all right?
Of course you can, yeah.
Ta.
As a matter of fact, you can have mine. I'm going down to Linda's now. Oh, Kath, give us a ring about Monday, eh? See ya.
Looks like you're going to have a bit of a fight, Tom.
Yeah. And I'm going to win.
Look, there's no point getting all wound up about it.
Serious, though?
But you're hardly involved. You told Sergeant Appleby that.
Yeah, but the Lyle's doing the interview on Wednesday. He's a top fella. Chief Super in Staffordshire. He does all the inquiries.
So what difference does it make? You didn't see anything happen. Of what you told me, nobody touched that fella.
What if they don't believe me, though?
They will.
I'll go get the boot for this.
Why?
What if I did get the boot? Who'd give me a job? A sack copper? Even being involved might slow me down for a promotion.
You're gonna be all right.
What if I'm not that way? Are you still gonna be here? With a sack copper who can't get a job? Or with someone who's just gonna have a bobby's wage all his life?
Look, this is stupid.
I mean it. What if it all goes wrong? You leave me and all, won't you?
Rod?
Oh, we managed to get married, eh? Saving up and all that.
You just have to tell the truth. You're being soft now. How can they do anything to you when you haven't done anything wrong? You've just got to tell them the truth.
Dad!
Hang on.
Come on.
What's the rush?
I want to get a wash.
You're on nights, aren't you?
Oh, that shows how much notice you take. I was taking off them on Monday.
Why?
That interview for the inquiry. It's today.
Oh, Operation Mossy.
Yeah.
Are you going to be all right?
How do I know?
You're worried.
Look, I was there when this fellow was supposed to be done in. What do you think?
Anything you want taken to the cleaners?
I don't think so, no.
What about your suit?
What about it?
You spilt milk on it, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're going to need it Monday, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, you're going out for dinner with Kath and Jim.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Hiya.
Can I have a lift?
You haven't had your breakfast yet?
I don't want any. Can we go?
Suppose so, yeah. I'll see you.
See you. Oh, Billy, don't forget to ring your Jimmy.
Yeah, look, if he rings again, tell him I'll ring tonight. I've still got to fix up the Christmas turkey. Ta-ra. Hey, you, why didn't you say ta-ra to Sheila?
What?
See, you don't even know you've done it.
We're in a rush, aren't we?
That's no excuse. She's been through a lot of bad times, you know. Now she had to sell a house. The least you could do is make her feel welcome here.
Yeah, but how long's she staying?
Till she gets fixed up.
And when's that gonna be? I'm sick of living on top of everyone else.
Well, that can't be helped, so just think about it, will you, and get on with it.
Oh, come on, can we just get moving, eh?
This is ridiculous. A car salesman being driven to work by his mother.
You think you'll enjoy working for Brian?
Yeah, he seems okay. Though Dad doesn't approve.
Oh?
Oh, well, he thinks it's bad form for my mother to go touting for a job for me from a garage owner.
They've nothing in common, that's all it is. Well, he'd like him if he got to know Brian. Here you are. You can drive if it makes you feel any better.
Thanks for protecting my ego.
Oh, morning.
Hey. Late night?
Oh, I think I was driving in my sleep last night. Well, after I dropped Sue off, I thought I'd do a bit of extra work. I was out till 2. No college.
I'm skipping it. I can do some work at home. Hey, did Sue tell you about tonight?
Oh, this party thing, yeah.
John did say he wanted you to be there.
Yeah, well, I'll be here, yeah. Don't mention the word, all right?
What?
Well, he's bringing this crowd with him, isn't he? You know, don't mention the war.
No, really? Do you think it might bother him if we mentioned it, World War II?
It's just a joke, Cheryl, you know, just a joke.
Are you busy today?
I shouldn't think so.
Can you get this, please?
Oh, eh? I mean, it's all English. Shouldn't we be getting them German stuff, you know, like sauerkraut and things like that?
I'm not really into all this. Do you think so?
Well, I mean, what if he doesn't like lamb? And if he eats broccoli, we've had it, haven't we? I mean, well, you know these Germans, they love the food, don't they?
Oh, do you think you won't like it?
Oh, well, don't know, but we will ask the questions, eh? Oh, oh.
Yeah, there's no need for the taxi, and I'll run into town.
Oh, that'd be nice. Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I'm sure, yeah. Is there anything special that you want looking at?
No, just a full service. It's quite a shame to bring it in. It's filthy.
Ah, don't worry, I'll throw the free valet in, how's that?
Oh, no, really, you shouldn't.
Ah, it's my pleasure. Do you want to run around the back, please, Con?
Oh, sure.
Tell the lads that it's Mrs. Collins' car. All right. See you later, Bob.
Bye.
Do you mind if I make a phone call first?
No, no.
Okay. You want to come into the office? Have a look at the showroom. Oh, what's he think?
Very impressive. A splendid floor.
Yeah, and it's in such a convenient place. I'll take a seat. It won't be...
Don't think I've seen you in your office before. No? Perhaps I should call more often.
Hey, not here.
Oh, why not?
It's just business and pleasure, that's why. Surely you must understand that.
Well, cost me a week's wages. What do you think?
That's lovely.
You don't like it?
Oh, I do. It's fantastic.
There's just one problem. Needs taking up a bit.
What do you do with?
Just a guess, but is this the dress you're going to be wearing when you go out with Jimmy and Billy?
Not Jimmy. Will you get it right?
Oh, that's right. You're going out for dinner with Jimmy and Billy, but Jimmy isn't going, right?
That's dead right. Yeah, it'd be me, Billy and Linda. Only guess I'll be coming home with Billy.
You're very confident.
Confident? I know it. Oh, this isn't me, is it?
Oh,
Is
you
it?
look fantastic. Now, just hold it still. Now, how short do you want it?
Billy?
Yeah?
Cup of tea.
What do you think?
Hey, what are you playing at, soft lad?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you won't answer your phone, will you? What else could I do, eh?
It's knock off. I don't want to know, Jeff.
Oh.
Hey, are you telling me you're turning your nose up at genuine Axminster carpet £1 a yard, eh?
Keep your voice down, we're gonna work here.
Listen, Billy, sound stuff this. It'll look great in your place.
What have he told you? I don't want to know. What about Rod?
Well, what about him? He need to know. Look, you're not on the dole now, are you? As far as he's concerned, it's legit, isn't it?
No, I said, look, if you want to do us a favour, get us a turkey off that mate of yours.
Oh, Billy!
I said no, didn't I? Oh, thanks, love. Cheers.
Does your friend want one?
He's not my friend. That's my brother, that's Linda, that's Jim.
Hello.
All right, pleased to meet you.
He's not stopping for his tea either.
Oh, that's a shame. See you later.
See you later, love. Hey, what else you been up to then, eh?
This and that, you know.
No change, eh? How about that?
Do you what? I'm keeping well clear, mate.
Why's that?
After what happened last time, you got to be joking, haven't you? Have you seen anything of her?
A bit, yeah.
Oh, aye.
Matter of fact, we're going for a meal, you know, that new Indian place down the road and that.
How are you now?
I was thinking of asking you to come along and all.
What, a threesome?
Nah, don't be soft. Linda's coming as well. Here, cop that. Well, you coming then, or what?
Yeah, don't mind if I do.
Right, it's all fixed then, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Constable. Before we have corking in, can you rustle up some tea?
Hey, Dave. Have a look at this.
What you been doing?
Who gets shot?
PC Corkill.
Sir.
All right, Constable, sit down.
Yes, sir.
It's been explained to you why you're here.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you have to say sir quite so often, son. And there's no need to be so nervous, PC Corkill. It isn't quite an investigation into shoot and kill. It's an investigation into a complaint from a member of the public about activities of officers from this division at an operation last August. Now, you were involved that day, PC Corkill, so I want you to go through all that happened in your own words. You've taken your own statements. This time, the constable there will be taking yours.
Can I refer to my notebook, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
But I want it in your own words, PC Corkill. And above all, I want the truth. Well, can we get started? Constable?
On the 15th of August last, the duty sergeant on the day shift asked me to take part in Operation Hickory.
Well, go on, lad. He can manage.
We were asked to rendezvous at a block of council flats in Caradoc Road on the Brimfield estate.
A meteor lunch.
time we reached the top of the stairs and the balcony of the flat, which was being raided, PC Chalkley and PC Peters were leading the prisoner away. The prisoner was taken, handcuffed, to a police vehicle and was driven off. I did not see him subsequently and took no part in charging or questioning him. And that's it, sir.
Nothing to add?
No, sir.
And nothing you want to retract?
No, sir.
I see.
Can I go now, sir?
If at any time in the next few days there's something you want to add or delete, don't hesitate to contact us, understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. You can go now. We'll call you back when we've been through all the statements.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Sue. Hiya. Well, here you go.
Great, got it.
Yeah, well, I hope it'll do.
Oh, it's fine. I don't know why John never got one of these things. He seems to have everything else. I hope you didn't mind me calling you at work.
No, it's okay. I was just going out for my lunch and I just nipped home and borrowed it off my mum.
Hey, you have to let me give you the cab fare back.
No need.
No, I insist, because you took your lunch break up and everything, so...
It's all right. I'll let you off with a cup of coffee. Took the afternoon off work. Thought I'd help you with the dinner.
Oh, that is great. It's a deal. One coffee coming up. I really appreciate this, you know.
Oh, it's no problem. I wanted to help. Hey, have you heard any more about this German?
Oh, him? No. Clean. Thanks very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're not too pushed for time, are you?
No, I can spare a minute.
Or would you like to step inside? I would have liked to have asked you along to the opening do tonight, but...
Well, Gordon will be there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about Gordon working here. Well, I'm very pleased he's got the job, but after what you said this morning about business and pleasure, don't you think it's a bit dangerous, him being here?
Well, there shouldn't be a problem as long as we're both discreet.
But are you sure?
Well, you hardly ever come here, do you?
But I do phone. Maybe it wasn't a good idea after all.
Well, we're both on the bench. We're both friends. Why shouldn't we phone one another? Still, as you say, it is a pity about tonight.
Yes, I know.
But there will be other times.
Oh, you've got the caterers in.
Yeah, it's a pity you packed in your little business, eh?
Isn't it?
I don't suppose you'd consider coming out to retirement just for tonight, would you? It'd be the perfect reason for you to be here.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, well, worth a try, eh?
I do hope it all goes well for you tonight.
Yeah.
How many are coming?
Oh, about 50.
It is a pity I haven't got that catering contract. Well, I must be off. How much do I owe you for the car?
Oh, nothing. I'll take care of that.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. I insist.
Then I accept. Thank you.
I hope Terry remembers the shopping.
He will.
You're confident.
He's a good guy, reliable. You don't resent me saying that, do you?
No, not really, no. That's one of the reasons I like him. Other blokes, well, we've all been messed around, I suppose.
Right.
I don't suppose you could call Jonathan reliable, unless it's in the office.
Spontaneous is more the description. At least he sure was in Vancouver. Maybe some of that rubbed off on me when I jumped that flight over here.
Do you reckon you'll stay together?
I don't know. I don't like to look too far ahead. I enjoy his company. That's all I care about right now.
Just let it ride.
Yeah, just let it ride. I'm not ready for one of those engagement rings yet. Knowing me, I really would lose it.
Oh, Terry, thank God.
Hiya.
early. Where's the visitor?
Am I good enough? Here's me busting a gut to get an earlier plane.
Oh, I forgot how you feel.
Me
I
too.
missed you.
Me too. Hey, Sue. I'll see everything's set for dinner then.
She came over to help. She took the afternoon off.
Great, yeah. I want to call the office.
Now?
Yep, a couple of calls and then I'm all yours.
Hey, John, you know that German guy, is he coming or what?
Huh? Oh, yeah, he'll be along later. About 7 o'clock. Don't mention the war.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
Sammy, what are you doing here? Having me tea and waiting for you. For me?
Yeah, well, I wanted to show you this before we went to the shop.
Oh, the demo in Edinburgh. I'd love to go. Well, I know it'll cost a lot, but we'll be getting extra hours before Christmas, which means plenty of money.
And Christmas means I'll have to work extra hours for my father.
Why don't you just ask him?
I can't. You see, he still thinks that when I'm at the supermarket working, I'm at the library studying. So I couldn't go to Edinburgh. How do I explain the money? It's not as easy for me, Sammy. My parents aren't as easygoing as yours.
This and this. What's a note, I think?
You haven't told us his name.
His name? Klaus.
Klaus.
Yeah.
Does he speak any English? He doesn't.
Well, you know, he's a good listener.
Well, it's going to be a funny kind of dinner party, isn't it?
Ah, decent cup of tea. Achtung! 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 Jonathan, he's not here, is he, the German? I mean, no, he's not here yet. Oh, thank God for that. Could have caused a diplomatic incident there.
What are these?
Bratwurst, sausages to you, and some mustard to dip them in.
Why'd you go getting these, for God's sake?
No, they're perfect. They're fine. They're Klaus's favourite. Come on, let's give these young lovers some privacy.
I have to get changed.
Me too. See ya.
This bloke John's asked doesn't speak any English.
Oh, he's bound to speak some, isn't he?
Well, next to nothing, John says. I mean, it's going to be really embarrassing. I've never met a German before, have you?
Yeah, they're great. They love their ale, don't they?
Serious? I mean, can you speak it?
Ich mocht ein Bier bitte. See, it's amazing what you pick up on these skiing holidays.
Terry. Hey, I mean, can't we just figure out a bit?
Oh, why?
Well, I just won't feel comfortable, that's all.
Oh, come on, we'll have a laugh.
Oh, please, Terry.
If you're really sure.
I just don't fancy it, that's all.
Right, we'll see Jonathan then.
It's always parents that causes the trouble. Do you know what mine's just done? Bought our house. So that means I'll have to share a bedroom with our Casey forever.
You're lucky, you know. I have to share with 3 of my sisters.
3?
Yeah, the flat's really small. And my dad says I can't buy a house. All the money's got to go into the business. Your family, well, they sound so free and easy.
I suppose it could be worse. Look, but why don't you come round to ours after work? I can kick our Casey out and we can play some tapes in my room.
Oh, I wish I could. But the shop doesn't shut until 11, and I am expected there.
Until that time?
Sorry, my dad wants me to.
So it was just a wind-up? Yeah, of course it was. It's Martin Howes. He starts the Liverpool office next week. His German's as bad as mine. It's just that Sue was a bit worried, that's all. Well, she'll laugh her head off when he comes in. She knows him from ages back. Right, keep it going, eh? Oh, yeah. Does Cheryl know? No, she doesn't. You keep her guessing, too. So, what's been happening then? Anything exciting? Well, I've got engaged. What? Hey, why didn't you tell me? All those phone calls, you never told me these two had got engaged.
I forgot.
I haven't even got your prezi. Congratulations. Terry, you have picked yourself a good one. Congratulations, well done.
All right.
All right.
How'd it go then?
Just have to make a statement.
Is that all? You don't know yet?
Could take weeks. I've got to be interviewed next week.
Think you did all right then?
I don't know.
Listen, do you have anything to do with this fella getting worked over?
No.
You sure about that, are you?
Oh, come off it, Dad. I don't go in for all that.
It wouldn't be the first time the police have been involved in something like this.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
And your mates were, is that it?
Whose side are you on?
What's that mean? Am I on your side or on the busy side?
Will you tell me what you mean?
Just that, yeah. I'm on your side, but I feel sorry for the fella who was worked over.
Who said he was worked over?
Oh, there must be some truth in it, mustn't there? Otherwise he wouldn't have made a complaint.
Look, this fella had done armed robberies. He put one of the lads in Aussie for weeks.
And that makes it all right, does it?
I didn't say that.
All right, all right. Best of luck with it all, eh?
Are you sure it's a wind-up?
Oh, I've told you he's not German, he's English.
Oh, the rotten swine. I wouldn't have known what to say to him if he was.
Well, it's all right, OK. Come on then, you two. Grab yourselves a drink, come through, he'll be here in a minute. There he is now. Can't beat his Germans for punctuality, can you? Now, start practicing. Guten Abend, mein Herr. Danke. Don't mention the war. There you go. Here's your white. Cheryl, this is Martin.
Hello. I've heard a lot about you.
You said he was...
Come on then, you two. Klaus is dying to meet you.
Come on, Terry.
Fooled you. All right.
Sue.
I'm sorry, I've got to go. Sorry. Sorry.
Sue? Is Sue there? It's Terry here. You don't know when this afternoon, do you? Oh, all right then, yeah. Thanks very much. You ring me.
There you go. I hope it's even. Of course it's even. Yeah, well, it wouldn't have been if I'd had anything to do with it. I thought you might have changed your mind. What about? About tonight. You still haven't mentioned this meal to Jimmy? No, I'm supposed to have done. You're supposed to have done. Well, what are you going to say when he doesn't turn up? I'll make out that he stood me up. That bit doesn't worry me. Will you listen to him? I've told him I'd do that. I'll just slip upstairs and tick him off. You get to work. You'll have your chance tonight. It's half the scene. You'll look great. Pity Jimmy won't be there to see it. Billy! I said I'd do that for you when you've gone.
Well, I don't want you to feel like you got to.
I feel like it.
Great. Thanks for picking up the soup, by the way.
Oh, have they made a good job of it?
Fine, yeah. Yeah, look, I'm going to a mate after work to do his Christmas lights, so I'll probably go on to the restaurant straight from there. There's bound to be somewhere I can change.
Did you ask your rod to clear his floor?
Yeah, he's had a sort out as well. Stuff behind the door, that's for slinging, should be in a carrier.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this meal. I hope our Jimmy behaves himself, otherwise he's blown his chances with Kathy. I wasn't really sure at first when she came up with the idea whether they wanted to kiss and make up or whether she wanted another fight on her hands. You haven't heard a word, have you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Rod's ill programmes. He had a competition with Damon to see who could collect the most.
Rod's lost interest now.
It's just that it's a year ago. It's a year today since he died. That's why I was up early. I went to Mass with Matty. Bob's still in Poland. Must be the juniors. They all look... they're so young.
All young hopefuls, eh? Look, Rotten Tracy are out tonight. Maybe it's just scrub brownish, merely.
Oh, you can't do that, Kath. They'll never forgive me.
Why?
Never mind. You go, I'll be all right. I'm going out with Matty anyway. Sammy's babysitting, so I'll have to go however I feel.
As long as you won't be on your own.
I don't know, sometimes you feel a need to be, don't you? I mean, there were a lot of people in church this morning. When they read Damon's name out, it was just one name amongst many. I just felt so far away from it all. So far away from God, I suppose.
Look, I've got to get in now.
I don't know why I'm doing this now.
Oh, aye. What time do you call this, eh? I'm off to work now.
I just wanted to catch you.
Well, why didn't you phone?
Because I was at home this morning. My mum was fussing around.
Yeah, I know a phone'd work. A bit sudden, this, isn't it? This cold you're supposed to have.
Well, I got wet going home last night and I didn't really sleep all that well, but I'm all right, really.
Oh, are you? Good, because I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. I really am.
Look, sorry's not good enough. It's explanations I want. How do you think I slept last night?
Terry, look, I can't talk properly now. I just came to say that I'll come round tonight.
What do you mean you can't talk properly? Now, what have you come round here for, to wind me up?
Yeah, but not out here in the cold. I mean, with people around.
All right, let's go in the house then.
But I've got to go to the office now. I mean, the time.
Look, 5 minutes. That's all it'll take. Get in the car. 5 minutes, all right?
Look, I want to tell you properly. I mean, so that you'll understand.
It's all right. I'm not stupid, you know. I know there must have been someone. I have had the odd fling myself, so don't say I won't understand. Except this wasn't just a fling, was it?
No, it wasn't just a fling. I joined Jonathan's firm in the summer in June. Well, I'd done a secretarial course and... well, law was new to me, you see, and the setup seemed so formal and so frightening. I was only 20.
So what's this got to do with him?
Martin was the only one there who didn't look down on me and make jokes. I mean, the others made me feel more stupid than I really was, and he covered up for me and he was kind. Well, eventually I settled down. I got more confident. I did quite well, but then it was too late.
So you fell for him. So what's wrong with that? He was married, wasn't he?
Look, let me tell you later.
Oh, it's all right. I know all about it. He was a married man. You had a fling with him. I mean, you had this scene with him, didn't you? You had an affair with him.
Yeah.
And how long did that go on?
4 years. No more. I was 25 when he went away to London. I was only 20 when we met.
I mean, how did you manage all that time? Where did you meet?
I had a flat.
Oh, so he used to go and see you there, did he?
On certain days.
Every week?
More or less.
For 5 whole years?
Look, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't want to talk cooped up like this.
We're supposed to be engaged, damn it. Don't you think I've got a right to know?
I said I'd come round tonight. I promise you I'll see you then, all right?
You better not bottle out. You better be here tonight. Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Hello, Matty.
How are you, Paul?
Nobody here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, they must have popped out.
Well, how are things going?
Oh, not too bad. No work yet, but I'm keeping myself busy, you know. I'm even doing a few O-levels.
Oh, good man. Wish I could say the same. These wintry days seem endless, don't they?
That's because you're idle, Paul. The more you do, the more you feel like doing.
Come in here and have a cup of tea. I need to post this letter first.
I only come round to see Sheila.
Well, you've just missed her. She went out 5 minutes ago.
Damon died 12 months ago, you know.
Oh, yes.
I saw her in church and she looked a bit down. What with Bobby being away and that, I thought...
Thought you ought to look after her, eh?
Yeah, I suppose so. Still, we're going out tonight.
Oh?
Come on, I'll walk you down and I'll tell you all about this year's marathon. Blister by blister.
Thank you, God. Thank you for getting me through the last year. Help me. Help Claire and Karen, Barry. Karen's so independent now, I hardly ever see her. I worry about Barry. I can't help him, but I want to all the time. I have such bitter thoughts. I feel so bitter about Bob. I needed him here today. I just felt so lonely amongst all those people. I miss Damon so much. You see, I keep thinking he's going to walk in through the back door. I know I can't keep looking back, but I just can't help it. Help me to be stronger. Help me to be more hopeful about the future.
Oh, God, what?
Oh, it goes straight to my head. I know it will. It always does when I drink in an empty stomach.
What's this?
She's worried she gets drunk.
I'll throw up, do you?
No, I do not.
Should I sit her down a bit?
Well, I can't help it. I just get randy. I say the most horrendous things.
I can't wait.
Never mind, say, what about do?
Why don't we order now? I think we've waited long enough.
Give it another 5 minutes, eh?
Oh, we won't come. Jimmy won't.
Oh, he's late, that's all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he stood me up. I'm not bothered. I wouldn't have him back, you see, so he wanted to get even with me. Because he knows how much I wanted him to be here tonight.
Did you hope to be reconciled?
Over this very table, yeah.
Oh, that's awful if he doesn't show. It's very painful for her, Billy.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away, eh? I wasn't sure how he did feel, to be honest.
Well, it's a love-hate relationship, you know? It's when there's passion there. That's when it's hardest of all to break. Is that right?
Well, yeah.
All right, girls. Hey, sorry I'm late. I went in there, drowned myself, you know, in that body lotion stuff. Well, honest to God, you wouldn't believe it. I stank that much. I had to go and wash it all off, didn't I? Hey, mind you, it lingers, doesn't it, that stuff? What do you think?
Oh, very nice.
How did you get here?
I was invited, wasn't I? Hey, don't say that you're not pleased to see me, Kathy. Rose of the tote, love of my life, eh?
Of course she's pleased to see you. She thought you'd stood her up. I bet you're dead happy now, eh?
What are you up to? Let's have you out. Oh, Billy. Oh, the floor's soaking wet. Coming. Hi. Claire's in the bath. She's made a flood. I need a cloth.
Well, I'll go up. She loves a bath time, doesn't she? So do I.
Oh, yeah, it's a novelty, isn't it, once in a while? You want to try doing it every night and on your own.
Hey!
I hate this house. Why can nobody leave a cloth upstairs?
Well, why didn't you?
Because it's not my house. Because their things aren't my things. And because they're such a cockeyed crew. If I left one up there, somebody would move it.
Oh, it's only for a little while, she.
Oh, is it, Matty? You know what he said in the letter. He's not going to have any money by Christmas. And he hasn't paid the mortgage for the last 3 months.
Oh, I see. It's Bobby you're getting at, is it?
He runs away to Poland, doesn't he? He runs away from what he feels. He should have been in that church today, not you. It was his son, for pity's sake. But no, he knows he can rely on you, doesn't he? Good old Matty, he'll stand in for me.
Hey, I went to that mass for me. Nothing to do with him. And I wouldn't leave that child up there on her own. She's not old enough.
I was on my own. She made a flood. What am I supposed to do, divide myself in two?
Yes, I could call in tomorrow. No problem, matron. Huh? We'll discuss a few ideas, eh? Bye-bye. Your mother left 5 minutes ago. We'll wait and eat together.
You rang the nursing home, did you?
Why not? I knew that's where she'd be. Your mother's lined me up to help them with their Christmas do.
You sound quite keen.
Well, I met Matty this afternoon. A hive of energy, lots to tell. Yours truly, another thing.
And you don't mind it came from Mum, without her even consulting you?
What are you trying to say? Suits her, yes, to keep me busy while she's in this frenetic mood. I'm 13 years older than your mother. Now it tells, that's a fact. But the point is how I deal with it. You know, I did manage the marathon, Gordon. Not finished yet. And this smells pretty good.
Listen, all the food's got funny names. You can't get away from that, you know.
But it's racist to say they're funny.
Don't be soft. Listen, yeah, look. Imagine, right, that it's the 2:30 race, OK? In line for home now, 2 to go. Papadam leads Vindaloo from Biryani. Behind comes Rogan Josh. Chapati, egg spinach. Gosh on the outside. Egg spinach under pressure. Gosh is clear. Gosh on the line now. Go be Gosh!
Can't take him anywhere.
They are. That shows them right, doesn't it, eh?
Oh, I'm sorry, no. I mean, what's wrong with eggs and spinach? We have eggs and spinach.
You were all mixed up together, didn't we?
Yeah, we do. We mixed ours up. It's all right, wasn't it?
All right, then we'll do the same.
I've eaten mine.
Oh.
Given half yours.
You are.
What's it? Yeah. Cup some of that.
Soft?
Don't want you getting hiccups again, do we?
Oh, I don't know. You could put your key down my back and get it back again.
Yeah.
His wife, did she know about you?
Well, she must have done.
Oh, you never thought how she must feel?
Well, I finished it, you know.
Oh, yeah, you never told me why.
I have.
Oh, he was going off to London and he wanted you to go with him, but you said no because...
Because London seemed the ideal chance for him to leave his wife, but no. Well, he wanted me in London, but with the setup just the same. I thought it could have gone on for years. Waiting for the door, for the phone to ring. If he was ever late, I couldn't catch him at work. I felt sick sometimes by the time he came from thinking that he wouldn't, feeling I had no right to exist.
But what happened later on, you know, after his marriage bust up? I mean, I thought he would have sent for you, you know, saying, I'm free, my darling, come at once.
Well, that's news to me.
You what?
I didn't know it had bust up.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's true. I never heard from him after he left.
His marriage bust up in London before he went to Germany.
How do you know?
Well, I asked John, did you think I wasn't going to ask any questions?
No.
Well, there you go. No wife. Played your cards wrong, didn't you? Should have gone to London with him. Who knows? You could have been married to him by now.
Yeah, but I'm engaged to you. I want to be engaged to you.
But I don't know you, do I? This person waiting for the door, this person he'd set up in some flat, that's not the person that I know.
Yes, but the flat was mine.
You were in a flat with these girls and he'd persuade you to move. That's what you just told me now.
Yeah, I know that, but I used to pay the rent.
Oh, so he could have you to himself on tap a quickie twice a week?
It wasn't like that.
No, I know it wasn't. Because you were nuts about him, weren't you? You must have been to put up with that, being used like that, part-time shares in someone else's fella.
Yeah, but I had my work and I had lots of friends. My life just didn't revolve around him, you know.
Sex. All about sex, wasn't it? You couldn't keep your hands off him.
But it's years ago. You're punishing me for years ago.
Don't be stupid. The man's back. He's here in Liverpool and he's ditched his wife.
I didn't know that.
Well, you do now, don't you? And what happens when you see him? You run out the door. Then you're up after night crying over him. Do you think someone's done that over me? You must be joking.
Don't say that.
I pinned a lot on you. I really did.
You still can, Terry. I mean, you still can.
How? How can I after this?
She gone off?
Yeah.
She's lovely. You're very lucky, she.
It'd be darn sight easier for me. Well, you know.
Oh, come on. You don't ever really think that, do you?
I think a lot of nasty things. I think about me, about Bob, even about you. Hark at what I said before.
Oh, forget that.
I said it, though, didn't I? Here's me thinking I was all calm getting back from church this afternoon. One little thing back here and I'm thrown.
You go 4 steps forward and you slip 2 back. You're getting over years, not weeks, she.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about all the turning points. Claire, who Bob didn't want. Vasectomy. Me getting into all this. If only we could have met halfway. I mean, some couples, you see, you wonder how they got together in the first place, but not me and Bob.
Yeah.
Was I jealous of Damon and Debbie?
What?
Maybe I couldn't bear the thought of seeing them so happy day in, day out under my nose, knowing how things were with me and Bob.
Oh, come on, your thoughts were on your own marriage more. And they had their own lives to live.
All the same, Matty, I didn't value him enough. I didn't value him enough.
All right, that may be true. But I'll tell you the lesson from that. Don't ever do that to her in there. Don't ever wish her away, or even half wish her away the way you just did.
I'm only being realistic. She ties me.
She'll be your salvation, she.
I don't live through my kids anymore. How can you when they disappoint you or they die?
Come on. Sheila, come here. Every month that child's different, not just grown. She sees more, she understands more. It's amazing the way she goes forward, she. Forward all the time. Go with her, she's taking you. Can't you see? That's how you'll get through it. And your books.
And the church.
And the church. And all that strength you've got in there. Here you can't fail, woman.
You're right. We've got to look forward.
Let's go celebrate, eh?
It's a year since we met, you know.
Thereabouts.
I was just thinking how well you've done.
Yeah, for an unqualified job. And what's 1 year in 5?
Look, I meant every word, Terry. I want the engagement to go on.
And what happens if he sniffs round? What happens if he comes chasing after you? You're going to slam the door in his face?
No, you see, the thing is, women, they don't sweat as much as fellas do. No, they don't, honest, no, they just give off and eat. They sort of like, you know, radiate it. They can run for miles, you know, and they don't dehydrate.
You know a lot, Jimmy, don't you? Well, he's a man of information, him. Life's never dull. You're always learning something.
Like, what fell off a lorry and where?
No, be fair, Billy.
Hey.
He picks things up.
That's what I mean.
No, facts, information, like she says.
What the hours he spends sitting in bars?
He's a very entertaining bloke.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, and if that doesn't work, I'll fan you with me breath.
Watch out for the curry.
No, I like a fella doing natural scent. And I don't mind that one little bit.
Ah, well, that's the saying on, isn't it, eh?
Haven't you cooled off yet?
No. Actually, I could do with stripping off.
All right, hey. Well, don't mind me, then.
Nothing would come, so I got stuck.
I'll just have to peel it off for you then, hadn't I? You know, layer by layer.
Oh, Jimmy, you'll embarrass me.
Refreshment once a day.
Yeah. You can see now what she meant before, the way she can get when she's had a few drinks.
There's no harm. I mean, we're doing all right, aren't we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Aye, aye. Penny for 'em.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about curries, you know. Why do they have them where it's hot?
Well, it's to make 'em sweat, isn't it? You know, get rid of the heat and
Well, if you hadn't had the curry in the first place, you wouldn't have so much heat to lose, would you?
brains, eh? Brains and looks. You're a stunning, you know.
Yes, well, it's chicken and the egg, really, isn't it?
Eggs, eh? They're supposed to be an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, they're meant to be binding, too. Right, I need the loo and then we're off, eh?
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
You what?
Doesn't mean pay, just settle up here,
But you can't just go. Not now.
Oh, don't be silly. How are you two going to sort things out with us two playing gooseberry, eh? I mean, you did say that's why you're here. You do want to be reconciled. There he is. There's your table.
See ya.
What a nerve. What a fantastic woman.
Yeah.
Well, what have you got a gob on you for? As if I didn't know.
Well, if you know, why do you ask?
Oh, come on, Kathy. Don't be like that, eh? Listen, the scram was good, wasn't it, eh? Exotic. Besides, you and me, that's bedrock, isn't it, eh? That's where the magic is, Kath. But it's proven, isn't it? Old. Listen, you're the only one that understands me, Kathy. I reckon it's turned out for the best, all this.
Hasn't turned out anyway, yet.
You what? Listen, she's got him exactly where she wants him.
For tonight.
You and our Billy, forget it.
Well, that's not what you said before. Remember what you said when you were pissed?
Listen, Kathy, forget it, I'm telling you. That woman is one sexy lady.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that you're not
You
sexy.
did mean, but don't you worry. It makes me even more determined. It may be blown tonight, but there'll be others. Just you wait and see.
Listen, slow down, will you? Stop fussing. I don't need all these prices now. Ring me about it later, eh? Well, it's just that I'm taking a break for lunch and I ought to be away, all right? Look, Gordon will make a note for me. Hang on. It's Malcolm Clark. Take down those figures and leave them out for when I get back.
What time?
2:15. But if anybody rings, tell them 2:30. See you.
Hello, Mr. Clark. Gordon Collins. Well, I don't know if he'll go to the auction himself. He could be sending someone. Should I check? Yeah, it's just this minute left. I'll try and catch him. Okay, I'll call you back. Bye-bye.
The problem's Terry, I suppose.
Yeah. I know we come from different worlds, you know, but I like him. He's a friend. I think Sue's good for him.
Are you saying that Martin wants Sue back?
I don't know. If only she hadn't got so upset. That's been the turn on, I'm sure. I may be wrong, but I think Martin thinks he's in with a chance. He wants to drag me in on it. You know, use me somehow to get at Sue. That's what lunch would have been about. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, fair enough. I don't want to get involved either. But don't you think Sue should decide? I mean, if she wants to see him again, I can understand that.
Well, I can understand it. I think it was hard on Terry.
Why?
Because they're engaged.
I was engaged to Ben.
That is different. That is quite different.
Well, I'm just saying, John, that it didn't stop you then. So how can you judge Martin now?
I don't judge him.
But you do. You think he should just walk away. But I say let Sue decide.
That is far too simple.
Why?
Because if it comes to a fight, he's got an unfair advantage. Yeah, he's older, he is more sophisticated, he is a man of the world.
I can think of somebody else that description fits, and he ended up being the loser.
I wish you wouldn't keep bringing that up.
Well, if it's relevant, then...
Well, it's not. For one thing, I will not have myself compared with Martin House.
Cup of tea, Trace? Yeah, I want to get started on your hair, though. I'll do yours if you want to got this great conditioner.
Oh, it's your afternoon off.
Yeah, well, I got me these things in town, so I said I'd give her a nice set.
You let her, Kath, I would. She'll give you a trim as well. Tidy it up a bit for you.
Well, you think I need it, do you?
Go on, it's a good idea.
Oh, you just want me out of your kitchen.
Whose kitchen did you say?
The kitchen, then.
Well, it isn't hers.
You're on, let's go.
You do her first, and I'll have my cup of tea.
you don't mind me being here. I mean, I'm only family, of course.
Billy did ask me, Julia. It's only a stopgap.
I noticed you put up your cross.
I don't think it's doing any damage.
No, I was just thinking, that's all. You do still follow your religion.
Any reason why I shouldn't?
I always thought with Catholics that once they got married, it was for life.
It is.
I think it's unfortunate myself that people don't work at the marriages more. It just needs a bit of give and take and a bit of determination, that's all.
Oh, I see. Maybe you should have told that to your daughter.
Gordon! You're over here. So Claudio from it?
More or less, yeah. He wants to know if you'll be at the auction.
One old woman in. All right, yeah, I'll phone him later. Anything else?
Yes, I'd like to have a talk.
Oh, let me guess. Too many orders coming in, eh? I'm not paying you enough respect.
Couldn't care less how you treat me. It's how you treat my mother. I'd like to know what's going on.
I'll speak to you later, okay? Preferably not out here.
Why not? They'll know about it.
I said I will speak to you later in the office. As soon as I've finished here, okay?
Which way in?
Round the back. I'll manage if you hold the door. I've got some papers on the desk. Could you get them for us?
Yeah, sure. What brought this on?
Crimbo, I suppose. The feeding of the 5,000. Jamie might show and Kathy might get back with Jimmy.
It's a big night. She's here now, and your mother-in-law.
Right, I'll dump these, then I'm off before she can start any models.
Give us a lift. I've got a pit now.
You should learn to drive, Mrs. Grant.
I did have a go once.
Well, ask me when I'm not so pushed, eh?
Okay. If I don't go now, there'll be blood spilt.
Yours or Julie's?
Julie's, of course. I've been to keep fit.
It's only because Gerard's away that I'm off this afternoon. See, when he's away, we can swap round, but he comes back on Friday, so we have to make the time up.
That's your dad's voice.
Yeah, well, he does pop back now and again. Same as with me. You'll have to make it up later tonight.
Oh, this could come off now, couldn't it?
No, leave it.
Oh, it's been on ages, Trace.
Yeah, I know, but you have to give it time to work.
What's the point in doing it if you're going to end up looking like you did before? Ask him if he's in for his tea, and I'll stop and cook it for you if he is.
Okay.
And don't be long. And don't let him come up. I think I'll call on Ralph and Harry later. It's best before it's slept on, isn't it? What do you think?
I mean, Anne wants to know if you'll be here for your tea, because she said she'd cook it.
Probably, yeah. Well, depends what Linda's got lined up.
What, work or going out?
Well, it could be either. She gets me work and we go out. Why, what's the matter with that, eh? Got any objections, have you? Oh, what's that now?
You knew you'd put these potatoes in the wrong place.
Well, when you come and get me, I'd have moved it for you. Too many women in this house.
All with minds of their own.
Oh, the house is crawling with women.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Some women I don't like. The one upstairs.
Makes two of us.
Is it?
All right, I get the picture. You caught the lads mucking about. You saw her pick me up for lunch.
Well, I think that's enough myself.
Enough for what?
Enough for me to ask what's going on.
All right, what do you want to know?
Are you having an affair with my mother?
Yeah, I am. So what?
So what?
I'm trying to be straight with you, yeah. So what? Yes, we are having an affair. We're both very happy. We don't intend to stop. And if you don't say anything to your dad, and I don't say anything to your mum about this conversation now, I don't see any reason why things should change.
They're my parents. I mean, think about Dad.
That's your mother's responsibility, isn't it? Right now, she happens to be very happy. I'd say it was up to her. Unless, of course, you decide to blurt everything out, in which case you're going to cause one hell of a lot of damage.
Blackmail.
Ah, come on. Stop saying mum and I'll tell. What's that when it's at home? I mean, that's what you came in here to say, isn't it?
And my job?
You start showing results and you stay.
Yeah, but now I know about it.
Makes no difference.
Unless, of course, you decide to bubble us. However, if that's what you do decide to do, just give us a bit of notice, eh? It's your decision, Gordon. It's up to you.
After Martin went away to London and I was on my own in the flat, I mean, without him coming round anymore, I got really depressed and I didn't eat. I got these terrible mouth ulcers. That didn't help, and one cold after another. My mum came round one day and she said, come home, we'll get you right, you know, look after you. So I let her. She never said a word about what had happened. Never even mentioned Martin's name. I think deep down she knew.
And you just stayed at home?
Well, as soon as I was well again, they said they'd miss me if I left, so... Well, I decided to sell the flat, which was the best thing, because it reminded me of Martin. Then I started to work for a new boss, your Jonathan. That was nice. On Sundays, I went with my mum to church, met Terry, and I think you know the rest. Oh, it's been a really happy year. Well, apart from all that Donna business, but I don't really think that was such a big deal. Was it?
I don't know. Oh, seriously, I don't. I was too busy falling for John.
It's nice just to natter on. Terry gave me such a hard time the other night.
He's working late. Stay. You're welcome.
Thanks.
I thought you came up here to clear this up. Your Uncle Jimmy's been on the phone again. Madame put the phone down on him once. But you know your Uncle Jimmy. He's very thick-skinned, even for a cork.
Didn't know Kathy was still here.
She's been reading those Hindu stories. The things those gods get up to. I don't know. Well, try and keep this room nice, Tracy, will you, love? It's not fair on your dad if you don't.
And my dad's not bothered.
Oh, here on the floor.
He wants to move out. This house isn't big enough. Linda wants him to move out anyway.
Well, you got that wrong.
There's brochures downstairs with notes on saying love Linda.
A house for them?
He stays tonight. And don't try and talk to him because he's always with Linda.
Oh, he put you first, though, Tracy. I mean, not me. I know he's got no time for me. That's why everyone gets to live down the stairs, except for me that should.
No one put me first. No one said Jamie could live in the extension. He ended up on the couch.
He's got a bed now, though, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's got a bed in Glasgow. What use is that to me?
Oh, cheer up, Trace. You're doing well at work. And you made a superb job of me. And even she's a bit improved.
It's not the work. It's Jared. Comes back off his holidays next week and I'm dreading it.
But he thinks well of you said. He likes you.
Yeah, not in the right way.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah. He keeps trying to get a grip of me and that and trying to make it not look like that, but that's what it is, really. And then coming up behind me. And honestly, it just makes me sick.
Well, maybe you ought to tell someone. I mean, I know you're telling me.
I was going to tell my dad, but he might kick off. I don't want him to do anything stupid. Anyway, he's got other things on his mind at the moment.
Well, I tell you what, be practical. Go easy during working hours. Try not to provoke him.
Nan?
No, I don't mean by your behaviour. I'm thinking more about what you wear.
We wear what he tells us to wear. If he asks us to wear our overalls short, then that's how we have to wear them.
It's an age-old problem, this, love. Different to us, aren't they? Do you know, I remember reading once the number of times a day they get, well, you know. And when you think of how often we get waked up. Well, I only came up to ask about your tea.
We don't want none. I'm going to go out with Nicky from work.
You do that, love. And listen, don't worry about that, Linda. She's just a passing thing, I'm sure. Don't you worry about a thing. You're a lovely girl, And you spoil your looks. No man's worth that, and no job's worth it either. So, cheer up. What would be, will be. All right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course I'm glad. And it's what I wanted, silly. Look, I think the plan will work very well. I think everyone will be happy. Yes, I can. Oh, hi.
Who?
Your father. Who do you think? He's having supper with Gran and Mr. Fallon. Paul, I'll see you later. Give my love to Mother. And him too. Bye.
No, I just wondered, with you taking the call up here.
I was up here when it rang, that's all. And I don't know what you mean by that.
Your private room? Where you make your private calls?
But not so private that you feel the necessity to knock.
Oh, I'm sorry, perhaps I should go out and start again.
What's wrong? You're in a very odd mood this evening?
No? So what did Dad want?
I've told you. He's eating there. He's also had a long chat with Matron. He's going to help them with their Christmas do. Well, that way Mother won't feel neglected and Matron will think we're involved. Debris one leaves lying around. I mean, I really ought to throw it away. You're very quiet this evening.
How's the romance?
Romance?
Gran and Mr. Fallon, didn't you just...
Oh, yes, of course. Going along very well. I mean, there can be no harm in it. I think a romance can be a joyful sort of thing.
Hi. Could I talk to Sue?
What makes you think she's here?
I rang her home. My mother said she'd called round. I'd like to talk to her if I could. I haven't come to upset her again. I've come to say I'm sorry if that's what bothers you.
I'm expecting John back from work very soon.
I understand if you don't think you can ask me in. Could you at least tell her I'm here?
Yeah, I'll do that.
See you now. Charlotte. Now, you ring up if you're going to be late and get your dad to fetch you home. And don't walk down any dark alleyways.
Hi.
I've come to apologize. If I'd have known you were going to be there or your friend, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
Doesn't matter. It's done now.
It's cold. Come and talk in the car.
She's done a great big hot pot. It's huge. Hang on. Billy won't be back for anything to eat. She's bearing down on me. She wants the phone.
It's me here. You wouldn't be dining with Linda by any chance, would you? Well, listen here, Billy Corkill. I'm taking this meal over to Ralph and Harry where I'll get some appreciation. So if your clever clogs lodger comes back with a poor, neglected child, they can sort themselves out.
Linda.
Who else?
What do you reckon's with her?
Not much.
Think she's any good for him?
I wouldn't know. All I know is our Tracy's upset about her, and she's my main concern.
You wouldn't do us a favour, would you, Julia? You see, well, I've got reasons of my own for wanting Linda out the way. Well, she's not his type. You know, she's not caring enough about his family and his needs and so on.
Well, if he's set on it, what can we do?
Put him off her.
How?
We'll find ways.
Well, all I know, if they go and buy a house, I wouldn't get a look in. Whereas if he's still here and Her Holiness moves out, I've still got some hopes of that room.
True.
She's common, if you ask me. Not like Irene. Why did they have to split up, eh? To go and do that to the kids. Poor Tracy growing up having to face all sorts on her own. I mean, what can I do to help?
I could think of a way you could help. You could help me put the kibosh on Linda.
Oh, what if Billy?
He won't know.
Oh, but I've got to keep him with him.
True. But it's like you said. If they go after a house, you'll lose your granny flat.
What have I got to lose? We're on then, eh?
We managed for about 6 months in London. But Janice hated it. She couldn't settle. Coming on top of everything else. Well, anyway, finally she went back to her mother in Sheffield. She's there now. I think the kids missed me when I went to Hamburg. I saw them the other week. They're fine. Janice is seeing someone. She's okay. She works part-time. Good schools. Kids tramp the moors a lot. They've grown like giants.
Why didn't you tell me that you'd split up?
You'd finished with me, so'd she. Didn't do my ego much good. I didn't fancy getting knocked back twice. I did ring you one night. I rang the flat. Someone said, hang on, I'll turn the music down. There was obviously a party going on. I thought, she's made it. She's come through. She's not going to want to know anymore. So I hung up.
It must have been the new people. I was living at home then. It must have been after we sold the flat.
That's amazing.
So what about Germany?
Well, I had the chance to go there and I jumped at it. I got myself together there, I think. I hope. I certainly feel better now than when I went.
Did you ever mean to leave Janice?
Oh, yes, I meant it. I just never could.
It took her to do it.
He's been a bit cool since the other night.
Yeah, well, he knows Terry.
Yeah, Jonathan said he's a really decent bloke.
Yeah, we're engaged.
He told me. Have you explained about me?
Yes, well, I've tried, but... Well, I hate talking in cars, and here I am again.
Funny. Jonathan's car just now. The light across your face. It reminded me of before you got the flat. The car would pass by and we'd stop.
Talking in circles, like we are again.
That. And the odd kiss. Do you want to go in? Say if you do.
No, it's all right.
I used to feel really close to you in the car. Like it was our world somehow. The only one we had. I remember I always used to ask you if you were cold. Sort of ritual.
Why didn't you like the flat?
Oh, I liked the flat. I started to take it for granted. The peace. The quiet and the peace. Bloody chaos home.
You never said that, ever.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have seemed fair somehow. I mean, kids can't help it being loud. Would have seemed disloyal. Strange. I don't think you ever really understood it. How torn I could be.
Oh, be careful you don't spill it. It's all right for you. This is boiling hot. You know, there's far too much here to feed two old men. Oh, they'll enjoy this, tell you.
Stay over sometimes, do you?
Yeah.
God, I've cocked things up. For years, you wanted me to make the break. It happened. Now I'm free and you're the one with a ring on your finger.
I used to hate you touching me sometimes. Because I'd feel your wedding ring. In the book once, there were these tiny little spades. Buckets and spades. I knew you'd all been to Southport on the Sunday. But just seeing them... Just so much of it hurt me, you see. That's why I just couldn't go on with it.
Let me see you again. I can't ever make up, I know, for making such a mess of things. I mean, I wouldn't hurt you again. It's the last thing I want.
You say that now, but...
Just once or twice. Just to see you once or twice. For old time's sake.
Hello, love. You're early for visiting, aren't you?
I was just passing.
No one's just passing now, it's close.
Anyone would think you were glad to see me?
Just surprised, that's all. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
It's because of the move, isn't it?
What move?
What move? The Rogers moving out and the new family moving in. Well, you couldn't miss that, man. It's better than a funeral or a wedding.
Oh, don't be so cheeky. Hey, I wonder who it is, though. It's all been very mysterious. A top brain surgeon, Harry said. Could be foreign.
Oh, you could be the first customer.
What you mean?
I'm only messing. What do you think of me here, Nan?
I think it's all right. Do you like it?
It's all right. I fancy a change, though, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you're working in the right place to get it done, aren't you?
And they don't like us doing each other's hair.
It's pigs of the job. Do you think you can do mine again soon? You made a smashing job of it last week.
Yeah, if you come round tomorrow, I'll be on half day.
Oh, great. Thanks, Trace.
It's all right. See you now.
Ta-ra, love.
Make yourself a drink or something.
I will. And have a nice day.
I'll try. See ya.
Yeah, see you, love.
Katie, will you stop sniffling and get your coat on?
But am I?
Oh, Katie, for the last time, you are not adopted.
Well, if I was, well, I'd rather now.
Look, if I was going to adopt a child, I can positively say that it wouldn't be you.
Yeah!
Right. Who told her she was adopted? Do you not think you could act a little more maturely? Don't you think that was a very cruel thing to say?
Not half as cruel as you saying you wouldn't have picked her to adopt if you had the choice.
Right, out. You get to school. Do you think I'd have picked any of you if I'd known how you were going to turn out? Katie, will you get a move on, please?
Yeah, the orphanage is coming for you in 5 minutes.
Oh, out.
I hate you!
Katie, come on. Have a nice day.
I bet my real mum's a princess. I bet she's not just ordinary.
Bye-bye, love.
Bye, Mrs. Rogers.
Excuse me, could I have a word?
Oh, not now, Mr. Cross.
Do you want some advice? Can I afford it? Can you not afford it? Go on, then. Ex nihilo and nihil. Out of nothing, nothing comes.
Oh, I see. So if I sit around all day, then I'll get nowhere.
Absolutely. Look, do yourself some justice. Lay it on the line with Sue.
I don't know why I should listen to you anyway. You're the one that brought that Martin fella around here.
Well, he'd have turned up soon enough.
I mean, who the hell do these people think they are, eh? I'm not having her mess me around like that. I want us to get married, and I want us to be engaged now. But she's got to make her mind up. Like I've got to make my mind up about making a proper living in that.
What's wrong with being a taxi driver?
Nothing. as long as I can make a decent standard of living out of it and not just a scratching. I've got to get myself onto the black cabs. That's what I've got to do.
So do it.
Just watch me. And I hope you're going to clear that mess up before you go.
But just before closing, the market rose to 1787.4, down 0.5. The market closed at 1785.3, down 2.6.
Hello. Oh, hello, Billy. I'm here to visit my grandchildren. Well, I know they're not here. Tracy's gone to work. Yeah. Tell who? Oh, yeah? All right, I'll just pass the message on. Where did you say it? The Lancaster? You can rely on me. Bye, Billy. Oh, hello, is that Kathy? Hello, it's Mrs. Brogan here, Billy's mother-in-law. Listen, I think you ought to come over here to see me. No, I'm not summoning you for an audience. Now, just listen.
So you seen him tonight, yeah?
Yeah, at Rockefeller's. Are you coming or not?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Rocky's taking me.
Is that who you were with?
Yeah, why not?
He must be dead old if he's got a club.
Oh, he's not that old. He's got loads of money. And he can get tickets for things. He's about the same age as Jerome.
And that's a recommendation. I hope you get my age on before he gets back. He flies back this morning, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he'll be delayed. I mean, they always are. And I reckon he'll come here first anyway.
Hey, look now.
Do you know what day it is?
Yeah, I do. Don't you? Do you know there are these things you can get? They're called calendars. They've got every day of the year printed on them.
You know what I mean. Are you packed and ready to go?
Ooh, come in.
Oh, you're not packed and it's tomorrow.
No, it's today. You see, this is where a calendar would come in very handy for you.
All right. Have your little joke. But come noon tomorrow, the new tenants will be moving in, and I don't want any trouble. And if there is, don't think I can't handle myself.
And what do you mean by that?
You know full well what I mean. Just be ready to be on the move at noon tomorrow, right?
When was it you finished that course at the Hitler Charm School, Harry?
Just you think on. It'll be a pleasure having neighbours who are as pleasant and courteous to me as they should be at my time of life.
Since we moved in here 12 months ago, you've hardly deserved any pleasantness, any courteousness, or even basic civility. If you had the neighbours you deserve, Mr. Cross, you'd be living in Beirut.
Look, love, I'm not here to discuss who should be living here. I'm here to tell you who shouldn't be living here, and that's you and yours as from noon tomorrow.
This is gonna look lovely when it's done. Keep your head still, will you, Tracy?
Could you go? I want to be home early.
I promise to have you home before dawn. Mind you, who needs to take out Dawn if I have you?
Did you have a nice holiday then?
Well, I'm here. What's it all about then?
You've arrived. Come on in. Hey.
Is it sunny all the time then?
Glorious. We should just lie around the pool all day drinking rum punch.
Oh, it must be great to go away at this time of year.
Well, anybody can do it. All you need is the money or a rich boyfriend.
I'm working on it. Oh, I like your hair.
How about us having a trip somewhere in the new year?
I'll ask my boyfriend, shall I, see if he can come?
Has he got a job yet?
Yeah, he's doing all right. Look, I've got to get off.
I mean it, you know. I thought about you a lot when I was away. There were loads of women there, but no competition. I'd have loved you to have been with me. The days were hot, but it got very cool at night.
No heating in the hotels, then?
I think you know what I mean.
Look, you're my boss. I like working here. I quite like you. But you keep asking me out. I don't know if you're serious or not, but thanks, I'm not interested.
I'd love to go to bed with you.
Don't say things like that.
Hey, but how is that for honesty, eh? Well, that's me, Tracy. I won't give you any sort of bull. Now, how many blokes do you know who tell you exactly what they're thinking? Look, let's get away from the shop sometime and then we can have a nice, relaxed conversation.
Look, the answer's no. Please, don't ask again.
You don't know what you're missing.
But what you've never had, you never miss.
I think you are off your head. Just trust me. All I want is Irene and Billy back together again, where they belong.
Well, at least I know where I stand.
At least I'm being straight with you. I mean, look at it this way. You want Linda out of the way just as much as I do. The reasons don't really matter. All we want is her out. Now, did you bring your photograph?
No, I did not bring my photograph.
Thanks for the lift, Mr. Rogers.
Excuse me, Mr. Rogers, could I have a civil word with you? And I don't want any sarcasm about calendars. I've had enough of that from your wife.
Calendars?
You're supposed to be leaving this house tomorrow and you're nowhere near ready. Would you mind telling me why?
I'd say it was nothing to do with you. That's for our solicitors to sort out.
There's a sheikh arriving here tomorrow. He's probably related to the Saudi Arabian royal family. And apart from that, he just happens to be the top brain surgeon in the free Western world.
Is that right? What's he doing moving in here, then?
He's coming here for his research. This is just doing while he's here. And what's more, he won't be arriving in a juggernaut like some I could mention.
I'd say you're on a very safe bet there, Mr. Cross.
12 noon. You get your skates on. Because these brain surgeons, they're all sticklers for punctuality. Particularly the Arabian ones.
You're not big enough. You're not big enough. Watch out, might hit you. Shh.
God, you're early.
I gave him a lift. Sammy stayed for a meeting about it all day. I've just seen Harry Cross.
No, don't. I've had a dose of him today. I found that thinking of Christmas and counting to 10 helps. And then getting the kids to tidy up after themselves.
I can't wait till tomorrow to see his face. Oh. He really believes in an Arabian brain surgeon moving in here. A shaky said.
I wouldn't be surprised if my real dad was something like that. A man creating an intellect. And Mum was a talented actress, swept off her feet in a desert room.
A certain son of yours told Sarah Bernard there she was adopted.
As if life wasn't complicated enough at the moment.
Is that all you've got to say about it, then?
All right, mate. How was school?
All right. Got to make some banner for the stupid school play.
What stupid school play?
The stupid Christmas one, the one that always has the same ending.
I take it you mean the nativity play, and it isn't stupid. And what sort of banner?
A dirty, great big one.
You mean quite a large one?
Well, that's what I said, innit?
Hey, don't be so lippy. Go and get changed before you do your papers.
I'll have my tea first.
You'll do as you're told and get changed.
Well, I might do my papers tomorrow. It's freezing out.
It's nowhere near freezing. I'll go and get them done before it gets pitch black. Come on. You could get them done in after time if you had the bike.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm really pleased about the banner, love. You must be the best for the job if they've chosen you.
Nah, I'd rather be in the play. You can have some lessons for the rehearsals, then.
That is not the right attitude, Jeff. Hey, and no more stupid stories, eh? Adoption.
At least he's using his imagination. As bad as Harry Cross and his brain surgeon. Pity nothing's going to happen tomorrow at 12. I'd love to see his face.
Hey, I'll just settle for us living happily ever after in our own house at last, eh?
Mrs. Rogers, have you seen me clean jeans, please?
Will you please just call round? No, not over the phone. Look, just call round and I'll... Oh, forget it then, eh?
Tea, milk, one sugar.
Everything all right?
He's feeling a bit strong with you today, isn't he? Well, he's a real pain, and we'll have to sort it out.
Well, why don't you get Jamie to talk to him?
No, I don't want him involved.
Well, Rod, then? It'd scare the life out of him if he was being threatened by a copper.
Definitely don't want Rod involved. Not after last time.
Last time? Go on, I won't say anything.
There's nothing to tell you, really. Oh, I was going out with this fella and all Rod found out and he thumped him and then my dad found out and he has a go at him as well.
Well, what was wrong with him? Was he a villain or something?
No, he was a very nice, respectable sort of fella.
Well, what did they hit him for then?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not because of him that I don't want to tell him about creepy Gerard. I want to sort this out myself. Otherwise, he's going to go on thinking I'm a stupid, vulnerable little girl that he can take advantage of.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It's better to let him see you can stand up for yourself. So, who was the other fella? You knew the one your Rod and Dad had to go at?
My geography teacher.
Did you?
You know, past geography, yeah.
I always knew it was different, but I'm grateful to you, Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, for bringing me up as one of your own.
Oh, think nothing of it. When are you going to start your banner then, love?
Yeah, next art lesson.
Well, you think that shows they've got a lot of confidence in you for making you responsible for it all, hmm?
Nice one, son.
Well,
I'd rather be one of the 3 wise men or something. You can dress up in that.
At least the curtains are safe then.
What?
Your mum always used to use curtains to dress us up as the 3 wise men, and that.
I was the Virgin Mary in a sheet once.
I'm not having
My
that, Chris.
grandmother could have been Anastasia, and my true identity had to be kept secret. I'm probably the Queen of Russia. I'll see you right, you know, but only if I'm treated well.
Katie, you are not the Queen of Russia or anywhere else. You are plain Catherine Rogers of Brookside Close, and your kingdom, or rather our kingdom, stretches as far as this house from 12 o'clock tomorrow.
When we take over from the Wicked Ogre, Adult's Cross.
Exactly.
I've got it.
Well, I hope it's not catching, love. I've had a strained enough day as it is.
This is a cracker, Chris. A cracker. Harry Cross is expecting Arabs, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's gonna get. Arabs. Arabs.
Linda. Yeah. I'm Julia, Billy's mother-in-law. Come in. Billy isn't in.
Oh, he said he'd be here. It's my turn to drive.
Well, he phoned to say that he'd been delayed at work. But you'd know if he'd been delayed, wouldn't you, with working in the same place?
Well, I've not been in today.
Perhaps he'd forgotten you were coming.
Don't think so.
Oh, he does have hectic social life. Oh, excuse me. It never stops. Hello? Cork Hill residence?
Oh, can I speak to Billy, please? Barbara. What's Barbara from Rain Hill? Yeah, well, will you tell him we'll see him in the Victoria's 8:30? Yeah, well, he was supposed to be seeing me tonight.
All right. I'll pass your message on. Do you know anything about the Victoria in Rain Hill at 8:30?
No. Who was that?
That was Barbara. Do you know, if he'd be straight with me, it would be much easier keeping a track on things.
Oh, let's speak to the cop. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Hiya.
Hiya. There.
Come in. Take your coat.
I don't normally call round to see why people have put the phone down on me.
Well, I'm glad you came.
Well?
Look, I thought we were engaged.
We are, Terry.
And then Martin came along.
Look, would you mind if I had a cup of coffee?
I know it's nothing to do with me, but I hope you're not pinning too many hopes on Billy.
How do you mean?
Well, expecting too much of a future with him. I hope you're seeing other people like he is.
Well, like you said, nothing to do with you, is it?
I am freezing. He's worth it, isn't he? I presume you've come to see Billy?
Of course, yeah.
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, really, because there's another one to see him as well.
Right. I'll get off, then.
I think it's best.
Tell him I called. Or maybe I'll bump into him later. Where did you say he'd be at 8:30? The Victoria at Rainhill. Just what sort of silly game are you two playing, eh? Don't bother telling him I called. I'll see him at work. It's more reliable.
I didn't invite Martin back to England. I had no idea we'd gone to Germany, and I certainly had no intentions of trying to seek him out.
But he's here. And he still has an effect on you, doesn't he? So, what are you going to do about him?
No.
You don't know? Well, shall I tell you? You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a choice.
It's as simple as that, is it?
As far as I'm concerned, it is. Him or me.
Don't be so ridiculous, Terry.
Ridiculous, am I? Well, I'm sick of being put on by you and by other people. And now's the time it stops. And I'm telling you not to mess me around. Because if we're still engaged and you tell that Martin to get out of your life, but if your feelings are still the same for him after all these years, then let me know and I'll walk away. But I'm not going to hang around while you flirt between the two of us. Now go away. Think about it. And let me know when you've made a decision.
"83-year-old Gladys knew a cataract operation was the only way she was going to see properly again, but the pensioner was scared of the op. We see how she coped next at Jimmy's.